Hey, everybody. Welcome to our very, very first online show. We are.
Not your
Not
mother's
your mother's
improv.
improv.
And for our very first game, we're going to play a game of 185. 185 is a game where we're all going to tell a bunch of jokes.
185 pop cans walk into a library. Librarian says, "Sorry, no drinks in the library."
185 pop cans walk into a library. Librarian says, "Sorry, we don't serve your kind here." 185 pop cans say, "But I'm a doctor."
185 pop cans walk into a library. Librarian says, "Hey, we don't serve your kind here." The 185 pop cans say, "But you let the soda cans in."
185 pop cans walk into a library. The librarian says, "Hey, get out." And the pop cans say, "Oh, that really crushes us."
185 pop cans walk into a library. Librarian says, "Hey."
185 squash walk into a library. The librarian says, "Sorry, we don't serve your kind here." 185 squash say, "You just squashed my dreams."
185 squash walk into a library and they go, "Hey, can you call a doctor? I think I've just been gored."
185 magnets walk into a library. The librarian says, "Sorry, we don't serve your kind here." 185 magnets say, "Don't opposites attract?"
185 magnets walk into a library. Librarian says, "Sorry, we don't serve your kind here." 185 magnets go, "Why do you have to be so polarizing?"
185 north magnets walk into a library. Therefore, 185 south magnets walk into a library.
185 laundry bins walk into a library. The librarian says, "Sorry, we don't serve your kind here." The 185 laundry bins fold her.
185 laundry bins walk into a library. The librarian says, "Sorry, we don't serve your kind here." 185 laundry bins say, "We're not laundering."
185 laundry bins walk into a library. Librarian says, "Oh yeah, come in, take a seat, take a load off."
185 laundry bins walk into a library. The librarian says, "I think Kohl's is across the street." 185.
185 bottles of perfume walk into a library. Librarian says, "Is that Ben Gay?"
185 bottles of perfume walk into a library. The librarian says, "Write me an ode." 185 bottles of perfume say, "Ode à parfum."
But I'm going to take it. Our last game for today is a game called Interrogation. Jack has done something horrible and wrong and evil and is going to be thrown out of the group unless he confesses it. So this is his one opportunity to tell us what he did. The problem is Jack doesn't know what he's going to have done. So Jack, turn around so you can't see what's going on. Here, and for those of you watching, right there is Jack's crime. Everybody got that? The location. This is where Jack has committed his crime. And finally, his celebrity accomplished. Personally, I'm hoping that nobody in the group knows who that is, because that's always funny. You guys have them all?
Yeah.
Yes.
Got them all? Good.
Yes,
I will
sir.
turn my camera off, and you can start raking Jack over the coals.
Get in here.
Listen, I'm sorry that I hacked into the Pentagon at the Eiffel Tower with George Carlin.
Sit down, sit down. Ridiculous that you even thought that you would do something like that. What you did was heinous. What you did was ridiculous. Family Video could go out of business because of you.
You know, I can tell you were really into Netflix in the early days. You know, just getting stuff in the mail all the time.
You're the reason Blockbuster is out of service.
Listen, I'm sorry I threw a bunch of VHS tapes into a fire.
Throw them in. What are you talking about? You are acting ridiculous. We're a little more modern here than VHS tapes, buddy.
Dead formats. I mean, I just can't fathom how someone could do something you don't even own it, and you just decided to keep it. To what? What kind of sick desire do you have? Keeping it?
Yeah.
It's not even yours.
At least if you lit the place on fire and threw it there, they would have got it back.
I'm sorry I pirated a bunch of movies at the Eiffel Tower.
Pirated. At least they would have gotten what they wanted back. But you kept it.
Some people would have actually got to see the movie besides you if you would have pirated it. Jeez.
You just like to take, don't you? Take what you don't own. Take everyone's patience. Take away their hard-earned money.
I'm sorry I didn't return my DVDs.
Yeah, you should be.
Question is where? Where did you think you did this crime?
It was at the Eiffel Tower. I swear.
Oh. Right. Kids go to that place, man. What do you think you're doing? Jeez.
Soft, lovable, huggable creatures you take home with you, adopt, and you decided to abuse this fine establishment?
People want to make something of their own, and you just take away the chance.
Listen, I'm sorry I didn't return my DVDs at Build-A-Bear, with George Carlin.
Yeah.
Finally get something out of you. Who was your accomplice again? Remind me real quick.
One of the greats. It was George Carlin. Him and I were just like, let's not return these DVDs and build bears.
I can't believe you'd say something like that. Bringing down the reputation of the dead with George Carlin. Get out of here.
It's a little more Jurassic than that.
Yeah,
come on.
George Carlin's silver. This guy's gold.
Listen. I am sorry that I didn't return my DVDs and I kept them at Build-A-Bear and listen, me and Jeff Goldblum, we just wanted to have a good time.
Thank you.
Took you this long to get something out of you.
Get him out of here.
Apartments.com isn't going as well as you think.
Confess your entire crime, Jack.
Jack, didn't return my DVDs at Build-A-Bear with Jeff Goldblum.
That's it, and scene. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been
Not Your Mother's
Improv.
All of our suggestions today came from former Not Your Mother's Improv members. If you'd like to give suggestions, look for us on Facebook. I'll periodically post there, and we'll take some of your stuff. But thank you very, very much to Megan and to Emily for our suggestions for today. We hope you've enjoyed this. If not, come back and watch us again later. If you did, come back and watch us again later. Everybody have a good day.